All right, fine. Listen to this. Yeah, this is probably a lot better right here. Listen, let me tell you these things that are happening. Crazy. Experts are now predicting that by the year 2040, the North Atlantic right whale will be extinct. Why? Why, you ask, Randall? Why will the North Atlantic right whale be extinct? You know why? Because of the fishing industry. And because we keep screwing up the goddamn waters. Listen to this. There were no births. There were no baby North Atlantic. Oh, hello. Hello, Jeremy Gaming. Listen. There were no North Atlantic right whales born this past winter. Okay? They ain't having babies. They're all dying. Yes, it's a good thing you're vegan. That's right. Listen, we're talking about whales. None of you are eating whales. Stop being so stupid. I'm talking about the North Atlantic right whale. I'm not talking about lobsters. Oh, but the fishing industry. Yes, the fishing industry. Okay, yes. You're right. Okay, I'm stupid. I'm the stupid. Listen, please. I digress. The North Atlantic right whale, they're predicting, are going to be extinct by the year 2040 because of the fishing industry, and there were a record number of deaths last year. The North Atlantic right whales are just not doing great, and they're going to be extinct by 2040. Listen to this, with regards to the fishing industry, okay? A 10-year-old female was found dead last year, entangled in fishing gear. Just entangled up in fishing gear. You know, they leave out the goddamn, those nets, try to catch all that shit. And now because of this, these North Atlantic right whales are just getting entangled in all that fishing gear. And it doesn't help that we dump oil. Does that help? Does that help the cause? Jeez, Louise. Now, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration have been keeping an eye on the North Atlantic right whale since the 1980s. Do I believe in giant squid? Absolutely. Woohoo! Hey, what's up? Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me tell you something. Yes, I do believe in giant squid. What up, Honey Badger? What up with you, J. Cass? Goddamn whale hunters and careless fishers. You got it, Nick. That's what it is. It's just fishing industry. They leave out the nest and everything. The mama whales get entangled. And I'm telling you, the mortality rates are terrible. No, you're amazing. You're amazing, Nick. Good day from the UK. Oh, hello there. Are you having some tea watching the Honey Badger Wildlife News Report? So terrible. That's the worst cockney. What about killer whales? The orcas are amazing. Their numbers are okay. You know, ultimately, overall, like, none of the numbers of whales are good. But they're saying more than any other species of whales, the North Atlantic right whale is in some serious danger. And you know who else is in danger? The king penguin. The king penguins of Antarctica could be extinct by the end of the century. This is thanks to overfishing and temperatures, rising temperatures. Okay, so now we're going to get into some stuff. The rising temperatures, right? Industrial fishing, is killing the krill population. And who eats the krill? Oh no, those are my favorite penguins. I know, Nick. The king penguin is the second largest of the penguin species. They are amazing. They're very smart. They waddle, waddle, waddle. And because of the greenhouse gas emissions, which are extremely nasty, just so nasty, 70% of these king penguins are having to relocate and find new environments. And I'll have you know that the king penguin likes to make whoopee, sexy, sexy times on some isolated islands in the, in the Southern Ocean. And when they go to the Southern Ocean, it's just hot. Now it's hot over there. I'm telling you, folks, the gas house emissions, all this stuff, it's just, I'm telling you, we're going to say bye-bye to North Atlantic right whales, king penguins, polar bears. It's unbelievable. So their environments, listen, once again, I get it. Humans, we think about ourselves, we think about our own environments. We have a crazy-ass president in office. There's a lot of crazy stuff. Israel's trying to, do you know what they're doing in Israel right now? Do you know what they're doing in Israel? They're paying the Sudan and other places $5,000 a head to take the African asylum seekers. Can you believe this? Israel is saying, get out of here, you African asylum seekers. We don't want you seeking refuge here. It's crazy. Everyone all over the place. It's just absolutely crazy. So I get it. I get it. And life moves on, and there's so much crazy stuff happening in our own world for humans. Our own species is crazy. But we forget about these animals. We forget that there are other habitats and other lives out there. There are other lives. So, because of overfishing and because of these rising temperatures, right, these king penguins are saying, see ya. It's crazy. Now, here's another news item which is just going to blow your mind. It is so terrifying and crazy. It's like biblical. Mass mortality events. Do you folks know about mass mortality events? Mass mortality events are happening now more than ever. More than ever. Will there be a donation and fundraising program issued to save these wonderful animals? Nick asks. That's a fantastic question. And all I can do is encourage anyone out there who wishes to make donations and help and make a difference. Visit the World Wildlife Fund. Visit the World Wildlife Federation online, because they have and they accept a lot and they do a lot of good. They really do. They really do. I mean, at the end of the day, there's nothing. WWF, and I don't mean Hulk Hogan and Junkyard Dog. That count is not the issue. The amount of suffering therein is what makes up mortality. My guy, DJ Kiss. Yeah, no, but listen to this. Mass mortality events. Okay, happening more than ever. Recently, in Kazakhstan, 20,000 taiga antelope dropped dead. 20,000 in a week. In a week in Kazakhstan. You're thinking to yourself, that's crazy, but it really happened. In a week, recently, in this year, over in Kazakhstan, the Saiga, S-A-G-A, antelope, a bunch of them were running, and then they just started dropping like flies. 20,000 in 1 week. Now, it's too damn hot. It's too damn hot. Mass mortality events, or MMEs, happen when mass numbers of a particular species die all out at once. It's a terrifying natural event. It's absolutely despicable and terrifying and horrifying. And it's happening. It happened recently to starfish. A lot of starfish just died all at once. Now, In 2014, 45,000 flying foxes perished in one day. I'm not making this shit up. 2014, that's right, 4 years ago, 45,000 flying foxes died in one day. Now, a disease definitely plays a lot in MMEs. There's no denying that, because, that happened recently with bats, and it still happens sometimes with bats. A lot of bats will die out, 700, 1,000, 5,000 at a time, because they have that like nose cancer shit, that stub nose thing that affects bats. And in 2015, the year later, a study found that 727 mass mortality events happened to 2,407 species since 1940. Let's dig on that again. Since 1940, there have been 727 MMEs affecting 2,407 different species. Now, these experts and these scientists are saying, yes, disease has played a factor in a lot of this stuff. They get crazy bacteria and everything. I should quit smoking. I know, Kyle, please. I know I should quit smoking this cig. I know, it's terrible. I mean, here I am talking. I get it. Yes, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But I'm a victim. I fell victim to the terrible chemicals and all the other crap that they put in these things, and they make me want to have one after another. They're just so delicious, especially when I'm stressed out. Absolutely, cigarettes should be made illegal. Yes. LSD, mushrooms, God's mushrooms. Folks, you're absolutely right. Listen, you can consider me a hypocrite because I smoke, and here I am babbling about the environment, right, and the rising temperatures. Yes, that's absolutely true. But I'm not a hypocrite when I tell you we have to come together and do something about taking away these habitats and environments from wildlife. Now that's something simple enough, and that's not making me a hypocrite. Because where I live, I didn't bump out a fucking elephant so I could live here. But that's what happens. In parts of Africa, in parts of a lot of different places, they build and they build. I mean, it's set. Don't you get it? When you're driving on the highway and you see a deer and the deer runs across and gets whacked by a truck, that was where they used to flourish at one point. We just keep building upon everything and taking everything away from these animals. But now what's happening is because we build so much and have so many industries and everything, and there is another industrial revolution happening right now. We all know that, right? Yeah. I wonder if certain foods can help these animals, prevent these animals to go extinct. Well, certainly. I mean, when we have animals in a contained and controlled habitat, such as a zoo or wildlife preservation, absolutely, we're doing a lot to help that species. In fact, they flourish to a point where you can then reintroduce them to environments. That's usually what they do. Oh no, please. Typos. So, it's just, I encourage you to go on that. I don't know what a tiger is. What's a tiger? I don't know what a tiger is, but hold on a second. Let me get my robot. You know what I'm saying? Let me go print this robot. Oh, let me get into my car that drives itself. Get into the car. Now it's down. Ah, you see? You see what they're doing? Ah, you see, it's all part of that plan. It's all part of that evil. What's happening? What are you doing? Stop. What's that? What's that?